Okay, we're out here. We're on the east side of the house. We're moving around counterclockwise. Um, it's good to know. I'm seeing another one. How about that? I see another one. I got a better example of this. Come on. Okay, new camera. You see that little fogging inside the window? I'm just going to show you some more. Alright, that means the seal is compromised. We come along, foundation perimeter. Okay, that's called a parge coat. It's like a cake frosting. It's mostly decorative, usually decorative in nature, and that does not mean that you're covering up something, but you could be. It also creates a void between the foundation and the wall space that if it becomes looser, termites can use that to enter the house unobstructed. These are what's known as weep holes. Okay, brick is great. Brick is great. It's, you know, it's fireproof. It's maintenance free usually, unless it needs to be repointed at some point, or unless you paint it, which I don't recommend you do. But it's porous. It's porous. It will leak. And so that's why we have these weep holes, because they allow moisture. Usually it's vapor. You might have an event. Okay, it happens. You might have an event and the water will pour out. I've seen a couple of them. I hope you don't, but it will pour out of those. But that's what those are. What those are. This is called a control joint. Some people call them expansion joints. Call them what you will. It's like those lines out in the street. Okay, they expect the street to move. We live in North Texas. We live on expansive clay soil. So we expect, and every once in a while, these expansion joints, and I've only seen two, and they're both on this side. Maybe I'll find some more. I've seen some more, but they're getting kind of dry, and they should be cleaned out and resealed. And that's just normal maintenance. That's normal maintenance. That's another, see that? That's another seal being compromised right there. Right there. Now, when your windows, these are double pane metal frame, I believe. Double pane windows. There's air gap between the two of them. Some of the more expensive ones, there's even argon or nitrogen installed inside of them. But what happens is when the seal breaks, then you lose your vacuum or your charge, and then it's, you know, nature abhors a vacuum, then it's replaced by air. You know, what's in air? Humidity. What is humidity? It's water, and so that's just water showing up. You do not lose. I mean, some people say that you can lose some efficiency. You'll never be able to measure the amount of efficiency you lose. You'll never see the difference on your bill. You won't lose any security. It's ugly. It's ugly, and the seal's broken. Rain gutters are supposed to discharge 10 feet away from the home. They're not supposed to just come down here. Look at this one. This one's not typical. I mean, this one is typical. It's not unusual. They're all clogged. They're all clogged. Saved by the bell. Let's see what kind of sales we have here. Good home. This is Bud. And right here we have continuous soffit vents right there. That's where the air comes in. This little pipe right above here, this is where the secondary drain line, it discharges from your air conditioning system, and it's supposed to discharge like this. It's supposed to discharge over a window. Hello? It's supposed to discharge over a window. If you have an emergency event, I mean, it's supposed to be there. If you see water coming out, if you see water coming out of that vent, out of that pipe right there, then you want to come down. Now this window and this window, they're different. This window is wooden across the top. This window has bricks across its top. And that metal plate right there, okay, that's you're supposed to have weep holes just like this over this metal plate. This is a lintel. That metal plate is a lintel. And you're supposed to have weep holes over that. Again, continuous soffit vents. It's that perforated holes right there that we're looking at. A tree should not be closer to the structure. I get it, it's pretty. You want one. Everybody wants one. My wife wants one. I'd listen to her. But the tree should not be closer than 25 feet to a slab foundation to help allow for root growth and branch growth. Now the branches did not do that damage right there. That damage right there, hillbilly home inspections. Welcome to Texas. Okay, that's a squirrel or a roof rat, or somebody's been chewing on that trying to get into the home. Doesn't look like they did, but they're trying. See these cracks right here? If it's in the span of a hand, all right, and going in this direction, those are shrinkage cracks. Some people call them corner pops. Again, you know, control joints, expansion joints, corner pops, shrinkage cracks, but they're shrinkage cracks. That is not a foundation problem. It's just not. Okay, the cement shrinks, the brick expands. They both expand and contract at different rates. The stress shows up at the corners because the flashing never goes to the corners. So if you lose that corner, is that a brick issue? Yeah, it could be a brick issue. You know, maybe you want to put that corner back. I can understand that. But itself, it's, you know, because you want to hold up the bricks, but it doesn't affect the foundation. This is a brick fascia. This is a brick facade. This is actually a wood stick house. See these lawn sprinkler heads? The lawn sprinkler heads should not be closer to the structure than 12 inches. Now across here, we have wood mulch. Wood mulch underneath the drip lines, that's considered, what is wood mulch made out of? Dead wood. Where is it? We put it on the ground. Where do you put it on the ground? Next to the house? Well, what do termites like? They like dead wood. Huh. Okay. Enlightenment. Now over here, there should be an in-use cover. An in-use cover, it wasn't required when the home was built. So that you could, it's like a bubble cover or a helmet. So you could plug stuff in and then run your Christmas lights and water wouldn't get in there. As it is, you can still plug stuff in and it's still protected from weather only when it's closed. Now somebody put a red dot on here. There's been another home inspector here. I tested that and this, I did not find any GFCI protection afforded this receptacle outlet. So I'm assuming that's what the other inspector saw as well. If you can get a copy of that report, I recommend it. No two inspectors see the same things the same way. See the arch on this window right here? It does not have a lintel. It does not have that metal lintel that the other window does. So these windows are not required to have weep holes. Then coming over here, see the way the wall comes down? See the way the wall comes down? Rain gutter is supposed to have an inch gap, at least an inch gap between the end of the rain gutter and the wall, and then into the rain gutter and the wall. And this flashing is supposed to have kick out flashing. I'll have an illustration of it baked into the report for you. So we're missing some kick out flashing, and the rain gutter terminates too close to the walls. We also have some cut stone, so we got brick and cut stone. And again, wood mulch, because these bushes all next to the house. You're not supposed to have bushes so close to the house. They're attractive, I get that. And they cut the shear force of the wind. They're actually, you know, I'm told that they help you with your utilities. But when they're this close, what about this brick? It's porous. So it leaks? Yeah. So you think water's going to come out as soon? No, no. It's going to hold water next to your house. Make your wood rot, attracting termites. I do not know what this rust stain is. There's nothing above it. Nothing above it. I do not know. That is just weird. Close the door, try to save some utilities here. That's just weird. Coming on along, I thought I saw something else here. There's things. I'm looking for things. There we go. If you'll notice, we have shingles and there's a little metal, thin metal perimeter there, a flashing if you will. On this end it's rake edge, on the other end it's drip edge, and then we have the board, that's our fascia board, and behind the fascia board is our soffit board, and then that other little horizontal board is our freeze board. Okay, back up, back up, back up. Okay, so we have the shingles over here. Shingles over here. The fascia, excuse me, the rake edge flashing. See that little gap right there at the end of my pen, that fuzzy pen? See that gap? Okay, it's not supposed to be less than 1 inch. Excuse me, 2 inches. You're supposed to have at least a 2-inch gap on that. At least a 2-inch gap, and I'm not seeing it. Will a claim ever be denied because of that? I doubt it. I really do. But I'm not going to guarantee you. Are you going to suffer because of that? Probably not. Probably not. Was it done right? No. Is that what the instructions say? No, it's not what the instructions say. Composition shingle, trees again, too close. I got to come back and take a picture of that hole right there. Coming on along, things are looking nice. Nice. Trees too close. Wood mulch too close to the house. Mulch too close to the house. Coming along, this is about the only movement that I've seen, okay? These are called soldier bricks because they stand up and march. These are called sailor bricks because they sail across the ocean, the seas, the mighty seas. Well, you got just a little bit of gap right there, just a little bit of crack right there in the mortar. You know, I like to itemize that kind of stuff, but you got one, maybe more, we'll find out. One. These exterior light fixtures, they should be sealed where they're attached to the walls to keep moisture from coming in. Now, I promised to come back and revisit this, and so we are. And it's still over 80 psi. We got just a little bit too much water pressure coming to the home. Just a little bit. I'll undo that here in a little bit. Coming on along, trees too close, gas entering the house. Yes, those should be sealed. The electric meter should be sealed just like the fixtures. Water well, talk about that already. We're going to talk about it. I guess it's the red soil. I don't know. This is an electric disconnect for something. It's been taken out. Whatever. I have a feeling I know. I think I'm going to learn. Sprinkler heads are too close. Bushes are too close. Coming on along. Still looking for movement. We got a little bit of movement right here in this window. Right here in this window. Between the window frame and the brickwork right in there. Trampolines are beyond the scope of this inspection. I bet a hot tub used to be here. On this big. And now this is not dimensionally uniform, you know, so maybe, you know, Granny doesn't need to dance on this. Maybe she doesn't. We got some more corner movement right there. And we got just a little bit of cracking brick that's been repaired right in here. I'm still not seeing that as highly unusual. I would not put my kids in that. That thing looks like it's about to fall over. That's beyond the scope of this inspection, but it is not very plumb. It sure isn't. Okay, bush is too close. Coming along, we do not have the bubble cover again. Here's a better example. There's another door I need to close, and I will. But we're almost done, so and it's been open, so see the hues here? A nice humid day like today, it really shows up. Rain gutters too close. Okay, here's another thing. Downspouts. Downspouts are not supposed to discharge directly onto the roof covering. That'll wear your shingles out sooner. Just saying. Coming on along. Patios, speakers, this gas valve. That's nice. I would probably hook a grill up out here, but you know what? It's a soffit. It's a soffit vent right there. Those little holes. It's a soffit vent. That's an air intake vent. You've got air exhaust. You got a charcoal grill exhausting into your, and it's going to be sucked up into your attic. And if you're out here grilling bacon and fish, and then you're going to have the attic smelling like bacon fish, and you'll be the bacon fish family. Everybody say, man, you go over to their house, it smells like bacon fish. So talk to the grill manufacturer, because a lot of grills do not recommend you installing them under here. So maybe you would want, you know, something like that dance floor over there where the hot tub, I think, used to be. You know, right here we got a portable shed. Those are beyond the scope of this inspection. They're not real estate improvements. You'd be surprised how much better your yard would look without it. You would, I promise you. And this is about where we started right here. That's the fence where we started. There's another waterfall. So I've worked all these. I haven't worked that electric receptacle outlet yet. I haven't. But I will. I'm going to do that just as soon as I turn this off. We do not have weep holes over these windows. We don't have weep holes over those windows. We don't have weep holes over these doors, the garage doors. Any fenestration that has a lintel, that metal thing, they should have weep holes, and they don't. Remember I was talking? I mean, yeah, I don't remember when you were talking about it. No, I haven't seen any control joints. I saw 2 over there on the other side. I haven't seen any other control joints. That's just kind of, if you will, it's unusual to me.